Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your always great support. I usually don't take it for granted. Again, please ensure you like this video. You guys, sometimes you bump into the video, you watch the video, and you forget liking the video. When you like the video, you automatically support the work that I'm doing in this video. I will appreciate you so much if you consider liking the video. Thank you so much for that like. Ladies and gentlemen, since the death of the late CDF General Ogolla, NTV went ahead today to inquire when the investigation is going to be finalized. Then the answers that Kenyans are waiting for is going to be delivered when. At the same time, NTV is coming out to leak certain issues. When the CDF General Ogolla was still alive, we are being told that the CDF is the shadow president in the event of a state of emergency in the country. And so the head of the military is accorded almost similar treatment to the president. But however, this was not the case when the late General Ogolla flew to the volatile North Rift. According to the details, we are being told that when General Ogolla was going to the volatile North Rift, he was to use a chopper and he was to have a doctor in that chopper. Then he was to have a blood bank in that chopper. But this was not the case. That is number one. Number two, we are being told that the CDF was to use the Puma helicopter. He was to use the Puma helicopter. At the same time, this helicopter must be a double-edged propeller. But what we saw was not the case. General Ogolla, in this chopper, he was not having a doctor. General Ogolla was not having a blood bank in that chopper. General Ogolla was not having his NDC. General Ogolla used a single-edged propeller chopper to travel all the way from Nairobi to the volatile North Rift. And so as we are waiting the answers, as we are being told just a few days, the result is going to come out and they are going to tell the public. But still, we are asking ourselves, even if we are having now another CDF, General Kahariri, is he being given these perks that he should deserve? Because a CDF is like a shadow president in an event of a state emergency in the country. And so the head of military is accorded almost how the head of the military is being accorded with what he deserves. And this is how things is continuing to unfold.
With then Air Force Commander Major General John Omenda as the lead investigator. Nonetheless, there was open dissatisfaction among some members of public as well as various leaders who openly served their reservations, questions and skepticism to the Commander-in-Chief, both during General Francis Ogolla's memorial service and his burial ceremony.
Because of the manner in which the Ogolla died, a lot of rumors are flying around all over. We want these rumors to be put to rest. And this can only happen if there's a thorough investigation to tell us the cause of the death, how that plane came down.
A number of hard questions and concerns have been and continue to be raised on the CDF's travel on that fateful day. First, the CDF is the shadow president in the event of a state of emergency in the country. The head of the military is accorded almost similar treatment to that of the president, which include a standby chopper if he is flying, a doctor and a blood bank in case of any eventuality. However, this was not the case when the late General Ogolla flew to the volatile North Rift region. Secondly, when flying on such missions, the CDF has a Puma helicopter or a double-edged propelled helicopter at his disposal. Neither of these were accorded to the general on that fateful Thursday. Instead, the CDF and his delegation were using a single-edged propelled chopper.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want not to propagate a lot of things here. But the death of CDF General Ogolla is still confusing Kenyans. They don't know what happened, why, at that moment. Because really, when the announcement was made by William Ruto, Kenyans asked themselves, why was General Ogolla all the way from Nairobi to the volatile North Rift going to inspect just classrooms? Why was all Ogolla using a single-edged propeller chopper? A chopper that was to be used as a backup. That was the chopper that General Ogolla was using on his movement in North Rift. At the same time, we are being told General Ogolla was not having a doctor. He was not having a doctor in that chopper. General Ogolla was not having his ADC in that chopper. General Ogolla was using a single-edged propeller chopper. And that is why, when they started investigation, they told us that the reason why the chopper crashed was because the propeller failed. As the propeller failed, it collapsed. It forced the roof of the chopper to collapse on the late CDF General Ogolla together with other generals in that chopper. The question that you want to understand, what happened when the chopper that was to be used by General Ogolla was swapped in last minute? That is the question we are asking. Why was the chopper swapped in the last minute? And now, is now the new CDF being accorded this security details that he should have? Because this man ni mtu mkubwa. But when General Ogolla went to this volatile North Rift, they don't care. They never cared about General Ogolla. Let me tell you that. They never cared about General Ogolla. Because at that time, when it was already planned that this man was going to use the chopper that was swapped in the last minute, who used that chopper? And what was the purpose of swapping the chopper? Is there someone behind the scene who knew what was happening? I don't want to propagate a lot of things, but something that shocked me today is that the CDF is the shadow president in the event of state of emergency in the country. And so the head of the military is accorded almost similar treatment to the president. But in our country, this is not the case. Since the late General Ogolla flew to volatile North Rift, where their chopper crashed, we were shocked as a country, and we are still shocked. We don't even believe if we are not having Ogolla with other individuals like Kenya.BONFACE'S. It is so bad and it is so painful. And that is what we are waiting to hear from these individuals what happened and why. Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video.